Okay, so I grew up on a farm, and we had a hill on the farm that was quite steep, and it was one of my favorite things in the world to do, to climb it. And one day I got the brilliant idea that I should try to pull my cousin up the hill in my little red wagon. And then before I knew it, I was in terrible pain, screaming on the side of the hill. I let go of the wagon, and my parents came rushing up, and they didn't know what was wrong, but they took me in the car to the hospital. And it turned out I had a hernia, and I was operated on the next day, and I still have the scar from that.
So when I was 3 years old, I used to play with my older brother all the time. We used to run around the house jumping from bed to bed and climbing on all the furniture. So this day, my brother and I had been fighting, and so while we were jumping on the couch, my brother decided that he wanted it to himself. So he shoved me off the side, which caused me to fall face first into the coffee table. My forehead hit the edge and the skin on my head split open.
It was a beautiful summer night. I guess I was in my early 40s, and this guy I'd just started dating came by the house on his bike to pick me up. We were going out for dinner, or going to a restaurant I really wanted to go to. So I made a really fast, kind of reckless turn onto College. And of course, my bike tire got stuck in the middle of the tracks, and I went ass over tea kettle, over the handlebars, landed on my elbow in the middle of oncoming traffic. Pretty much the only thing I remember from the rest of the story is sitting on the grass at the side of the road, blood pouring down my arm, trying to convince my date that we should still go to the restaurant.
I sat up in the tub and I scraped my back on the faucet.
I fell out of a tree and scraped my stomach.
My brother stuck a shovel into my hand.
I cut my leg open walking up hot tub stairs.
I had kidney surgery when I was 3.
I tried to do a backflip off of a chair. The chair ended up landing on my head.
I sliced my elbow open, trying to get band-aids.
I put a hair straightener on my arm, left a gigantic burn mark.
The story of a scar isn't really the truth, and it isn't really a lie. It's somewhere in the space between. It's funny the way long-term memory works, or rather doesn't work, recording over itself with each recollection or retelling of a story, building itself up bit by bit, thickening and strengthening over time, a bit like scar tissue itself. Scars like the constellations tell stories that transcend time. These lines are simply proof of our humanity, a reminder of memories now faded, evidence we have lived.